the world. My name is Coach Sparks, and I would love to share with you, not that you asked for them, but I would love to share my thoughts on the Ipswich versus Tottenham match that happened Saturday, February 22nd. Because why not? You know? I love the sport of soccer, and if you're a soccer enthusiast or a football fan, let's chat, you know? Leave your thoughts or comments down in the comment section. That would be amazing. And before we get started, because I wrote some of my thoughts down, but I would love to share with you, and I would like this to be kind of a theme in my videos. But first, we've got a verse of the day and we've got a quote of the day. So our verse of the day is going to be from Matthew 7:13 through 14, and that says, "Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow is the way that leads to life, and only a few find it." And then our quote of the day is going to be from Theodore Roosevelt. It says, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Awesome. So, into my thoughts. These are my notes that I've got here. I'm not going to show them to you. I'm just going to tell them to you. Ipswich versus Tottenham. That game was good. It was a good game. I wasn't really leaning one way or the other when the match started. I kind of just wanted to watch it and see what was going on there. The final score was 4-1. So, pretty high-scoring game for Tottenham in their favor. And there were quite a few key moments, obviously, like there are in any match. But a few things that stood out to me were, one, from the jump, the first minute of the match, okay, we've got a kickoff, and Ipswich goes straight to goal. They got 2 shots on goal within the first minute of play. What? We love that. I hope this isn't tilted for you. Hold on a second. I'm not really using like a makeshift tripod sort of situation. So my camera died after I talked about whatever. Okay, 8th minute of play. We've got our first goal of the game. No, that's not true. 18th minute of play, we've got our first goal of the game. Son from Tottenham, he's their captain. He's got the ball, dribbles down the left side, shakes his defenders, plays a nice cross across the box, and Brennan Johnson, his teammate, who actually just got a yellow card like minutes or so before that, blasts it in the back of the net because he's open. He's open enough to score a goal. It was a nice combination, not gonna lie. I was like, oh, it would be cool to see something like that again. And you know what? In the 26th minute of play, we saw it again. And I was like, you're joking. The same 2 people. The same sort of situation. Son dribbles up the left side. This time he kind of cut in a little bit. Brennan Johnson is so open. He's so wide open that he actually has his hands up like this. Not a soul from Ipswich is around him to defend. Like, no one's around him. He's got days of space, and he uses the days of space to score another goal. And at that point, I was like, wow. That's great for them. Also, I would not want to be a part of that back line at halftime for Ipswich because yikes. Yikes. Oh my goodness. To have the same thing happen 2 times in a row. The same 2 people. Someone's getting fired. That's what I was thinking. Someone is getting fired, or at least sitting their butt on the bench because, wow, that was crazy. Felt bad. Also, it made me really excited to see those 2 goals back to back from the same 2 people. So I was very much like, that's really great. Love that for them. And then in the 36th minute, Ipswich was like, you know what? It's time for us to do something. We're 2-0 down. It's time for us to pick it up. We need to pick ourselves up off the ground. They put one away, and it was a good goal as well. It was a very good goal. Jack Clark, he found Omari Hutchinson. And with the left foot, Omari was like, bam, got that, back of the net, grabs the ball, runs back to the half. The team is feeling invigorated, inspired. Okay, they've got some momentum now, and they're going to keep trying. And so Hutchinson has a few more shots on goal after that, and the team is, they're trying to get some more momentum going before the half, but it ends 2-1. And then we go into the second half, and let's be honest, like, it's clear that Ipswich, as the half continues on, just like in the first half, their fire's kind of dying. But Tottenham, they came with some fire. They came with some fire in their bellies for that game. Because I looked it up, and the last time they played was like November 10th of 2024. Still the same, like, premier season, obviously. And Tottenham had lost to Ipswich 2-1. And it was at their home field. Tottenham lost at their home field. It sucks losing at home. It sucks losing in general, but, like, losing at your home field is, like, yikes, you know? Because you got all that support from your people, and, like, it kind of feels like you let them down, you know? Like, supposed to have home field advantage. Well, they are now at the Ipswich home field, and they're like, listen, you guys did that to us at home. We got something for you. Because, bam, in the 77th minute, they put another one away. They did. And it was a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. I think that one was the combo of James Maddison and Dejed Spence. I don't know if I'm saying his first name right, but yeah, Spence and Maddison. I'm pretty sure it was Maddison that got the ball. Yes! Oh, I remember now. Okay, this one was exciting to me too. So, Spence has the ball. He's outside of the 18, like on the left side of the 18-yard box. And he gets it, he finds Maddison inside the box, just inside. So he plays it to him, does an underlapping run, while Maddison is basically just like doing a little jig. He's just dancing in the box with 3 defenders near him, just surrounding him. He's able to slip one back to Spence, and Spence just beams it. And this is the part that, like, Ipswich is just having a day, because it pops off the back of a defender's leg and then goes into the net, right under the crossbar, right over their keeper's hands, Palmer's hands. So it goes right in between. Crossbar, ball, keeper's hands. Didn't quite get it. That's tough. 3 goals in a row, like, that's tough. And that defender, it came off the back of his leg. Oh, man. But you gotta shake that off, you know, stuff like that. It happens to the best of us. You know, it's just a game. But I know that hurt. I know that hurt for sure. To be in that back line and have 3 goals scored and anyway, beautiful goal. Then in the 84th minute of play, they scored another one. Tottenham was just like, yeah, if you're gonna beat us at home, we're gonna beat you at home. And all 30,000 plus fans can just soak that in. They can have a nice, good serving of, we got you back. Of, here's your loss on a nice silver platter. Because 4-1, they were not holding back. They weren't like, yeah, okay, we're good, let's just play some possession. No, they said, we're here to put the nail in the coffin today. And that's exactly what they did. With that last goal, you could just see, you could sense that, like, man, I don't know if they're probably not going to be coming back from this one. And they tried. They did have a few other shots in the half, but it was clear that by that time, Tottenham had possession of that game. They were dominating that game, and with every goal, you could just see Ipswich kind of not having as much as they needed to come back and crawl out of that hole. Very interesting game, because Ipswich started so strong and then they just couldn't keep that momentum. Tottenham was pretty solid throughout, and they put it away. They put those goals away. And I was looking at the stats, and what I saw is that the possession for the game, the breakdown, according to ESPN, so this is very official, Ipswich, they had about 41.1% possession versus Tottenham's 58.9% possession. That's a pretty decent gap. But the thing that I thought was interesting, the shots on goal. So Ipswich had 17 shot attempts, right? They had 17 shot attempts. 5 of those were on goal. Versus Tottenham had 10 shot attempts, and 6 of those were on goal. So at the end of the day, Tottenham was just able to obviously capitalize on the chances they had. They didn't seem to have as many chances, but it looked like they did because they actually capitalized on their chances. Really good game to watch, and I know it was February 22nd, and you're probably like, why is she talking about this game that happened February 22nd when it's literally March 5th? And if you're watching it, then thanks for watching. I just was excited about the game, that's why. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, awesome. And yeah, I hope to be getting a few more videos out there, kind of like this, talking about different games and such. But those are my thoughts. And if you'd be interested in hearing or reading my thoughts in a different form, I actually did publish an article on this game on my Medium page, which is medium.com. Insert my handle. I'll leave that down in the description box. If you want to check that out and give it a read, then feel free to go do that, and that would be really awesome. Show some support on that side. But that's all I really have for today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Whether it's one person, whether it's all the people, whether it's somewhere in between, or whether it's just me talking to the camera by myself and I just watch this later. Cool. Yeah. All right. That's all I got. See ya.